Hello everyone, welcome to our first episode of anything that's gonna pop on the TardyGaming channel. I'm Sim, welcome to what's gonna be our first episode of Factorio here. Now our channel is gonna end up being a whole bunch of variety games, so there's gonna be tons of stuff. I imagine, see we have Factorio here, I play a lot of Counter-Strike, Escape from Tarkov, just kind of whatever I'm feeling in the mood at that point. It's probably going to be a lot of older games that some people aren't used to seeing. Borderlands will definitely be in the future, but we're going to start with this as a personal favorite game of mine. Um, don't have that many hours, only about 120 at this point, but I have beaten the game a bunch of times prior to Space Age releasing, and at this point I think we're going to give this a go, see how far I can make it. I'm going to try and research every single technology up until we get to the infinite ones. We'll see how far we can take this, and like that we can get right into it. This is going to be a completely vanilla run default. The only mod I'm using is going to be the long reach mod, because I cannot live without that. So without further ado, let's just get right into it here. Single player, new game, free play. The only thing I'm even going to change in here is cliffs. I honestly cannot stand cliffs in any capacity. Absolutely detest them. So otherwise than that, it's all default settings for everything. On all the planets, enemies, all default stuff. Nothing changed here. Only thing I'm gonna do is chuck in a seed that I already have seen. I haven't played on it, I've only seen it thus far. I'll give you guys a brief overview of what it looks like here. Super cool and easy. And with my starting area, I got oil right in it, not a big patch, but I got plenty of resources to get started. There's even some uranium right over here. I should have a fun time getting started with this. Alright. Alright. Spaceship done for. We'll get some iron plates to start. Break this whole thing down. So immediately my first thing that I really want to just get going is gonna end up being just massive amounts of production, as much as I can, just so I can get things started. So there's the coal right there. Like I said, I have the long reach mod. That is literally the only mod in the game for me though, because I'll be honest, running around everywhere is awful. Now I don't want to kill all the trees here, because if I did that, then it would be really hard to get anything going. But yeah, we're gonna mine a little bit of stone by hand. I want a bunch of coal miners around. So I don't have to mine any more trees up. I am gonna need to burn one log to get a plate, but otherwise can start with this. Now, I do have some unfriendly neighbors around closer, which is going to be a problem, but this shouldn't be too bad. Those nests are pretty small overall. And can't forget my advanced stats, because I cannot stand it. I need my stats. Now we can get the coal miners feeding back into each other here, and we're gonna have a great time now. He'll start producing a whole bunch of coal for us. I'll take my wood back. I'm just gonna keep mining stone here, just so I can get up and going, make a whole bunch of burners. Burner miners are gonna be crucial just to like get us kick-started here and have enough of everything to get going. Now we're gonna get all four of those burning into each other. I want as much coal as possible, so we'll probably spend, one more day here. If anyone's curious, this is not going to be like a speedrun playthrough or anything. We're gonna take our time, get through this relatively fast, I hope, and definitely I'm not gonna go for like a mall setup or a bus setup. I just don't want to run around for hours and hours redesigning and designing stuff. Probably could get like a base and a book if I wanted to, but just not in the mood for something like that. So it's probably going to be a whole bunch of spaghetti, especially on novice here. Dun, dun. Get one of those. Spending it on an iron chest probably isn't the greatest thing, but I want stone so I can keep building up here. Cut down a whole bunch of trees. I'm gonna need space eventually too. Now, I got a decent amount of supplies here. I have been playing this game for years now, going on 9 years since when the beta started, so I am decently experienced in this. Do I have as much time as some of you'll probably have? No, but that's fine with me. As you can see, I keep making silly mistakes like that. Otherwise, there should be a pretty normal beginning. Now, initially, I'm more than likely gonna have my power feeding off from the top here, specifically because my coal patch is at the top right. I got my next research. So I'm gonna need a healthy amount of iron, right? I just want all the iron I possibly can, because otherwise this will take forever. These are probably going to be about 30-minute episodes in total. This first episode will be about 45 minutes. There's gonna be no cuts at all, actually. It's just gonna be me, you, and this gameplay. I expect us to run this probably about 80 hours-ish total for the series. Before I hop on my next thing, I'll probably have two concurrent series. I'll probably be doing this and something else. I haven't decided yet. Upload 3 times a week. But yeah, we're gonna get off to a great start here. Got about 100 iron. Let me make our first pump. Now I do have blueprints, right? So this will be my book that I go with. It is just Nihilus is based on a book. It's pretty basic here, and it hasn't been updated in some time, but it doesn't matter. It'll be good enough for me. Like I said, we're going to be taking our sweet time with this, so no worries at all. Keep our furnaces going here. So our first pump down. We'll start off with something super easy and basic, probably just 10 boilers in total. And that'll support 20 steam engines itself. We can go from there at that point, and we'll get cooking here. Pollution is definitely starting to get there, but as soon as we switch off of burners, it won't be too bad. I'm hoping by that point I'll at least have military 1 so I can get an SMG and slash shotgun. Because our neighbors are a little bit close, but that's fine. Doesn't bug me in the slightest. I'm just setting up my hotbar for how I usually have things. I love having it always in the same way, all the time. Now, definitely I don't have assemblers yet, and I don't have Oh, what's my other thing that I usually throw in there? Splitters! I don't have those yet, but it's okay for right now. Just need a healthy amount of iron here, because these are super iron hungry, right? Maybe I build a lab as well, just to get the research kicked off. Really not needed too much though. I mean, my first big things I want to get are automation, logistics, and our electric mining drill. Those are like the big things for me. Don't want to let my copper go out. That would be bad. Yeah, I'll build one lab. It's fine. I'll have a use for all this stuff. So I actually have two coal patches here, it looks like. Nope, I'm just getting janked on the map here. Cool. But I definitely do have another coal patch just over here, 1.3 million. These are starters. Ooh, that coal patch is real small. That'll make for an interesting time. But no matter. We'll build these steam engines 5 at a time. I know how long it takes to get those going. Be quite a pain. Now, generally, I move these just one space out from each other so I can add my power poles in between, right? Because otherwise, this is a pain. Yes, yes, these will flash at me because I don't have any power in the system, but it's fine. Like I said, all under control. This will keep us powered for a long time until I start getting some solar fields down. I mean, that'll be a long ways off, but nonetheless, we'll be in a good spot for a while here. Probably in just a few minutes I'll tear down these burners. Let me clear some of the trees from the back here. I'm gonna a lot of power poles and I want space for my miners. I know a lot of other creators will go super quickly through all this stuff, but not a big deal to me. I got time. And at this point I might as well just start making some power poles. And get those placed. Ah, dun, dun, dun. Now at this point, I'm just gonna stick my lab over here. Yes, I know nothing is powered right now. I can make, what is it, 25 for, yep, 25. Just get my first science pack starting to get in there, just so I can get my electric miners. Cool. Going super swell right now. It's gonna be our third day on the planet. How is pollution looking? Pollution's not too bad. After this, the big thing is just gonna be getting some basic red science going right here. Let's see. I do want a teensy bit of space. Looks great. No, I'll leave the lamps. We'll leave the lamps be. Lamps are fun. Build another 5 of those after. And then automation, military, logistics, radar, lamp, fast inserters. Ba-da-bum. There. That's all the steam engines I'm gonna need. Now I can just start making some yellow belts and some inserters after this. I'll be powering that lab myself manually for a while, but that's fine. We're taking this nice and slow. Get these all placed down. Alright, last of our steam engines. Now I can start with the belts. We'll make the 10 inserters first since I have the copper I need and I'm still missing plates. And I'm still waiting on my electric mining drills, right? Alright, and electric mining drills unlocked. Now they do need a healthy amount of iron, right? And iron is your biggest resource at the start, and I got the biggest patch I basically could, 450,000. It's not bad. And I know there's some more off to my west, so I'll definitely want to go exploring that way as soon as I need to. But for now, one electric mining drill. Coming right up. So I'm just gonna rotate both of those now so that I have a little bit of space. And I don't mind running my power line over the stone patch for right now. I don't have the steadiest hands in the world for doing big long lines, but whatever. Electric miner is online. So obviously our electric miner is going to be our biggest source of power, even with just these two. Each of these produces 900 kilowatts of power. So I'm going to have more than plenty to get through the game to start here. And these should be the last of the belts I need. Yippee! Alright, all the power I could ever want now. I can get rid of these burner drills at this point. And now it's going to be expanding iron is going to be my next big thing, right? And I'm going to need so much iron. So I think before I even get that started, let's get some basic smelting going on here. Now, I said I really wasn't gonna go for a bus, but I don't know. Buses are fun. To a degree. So we'll get this going. So 24 stone furnaces, right? And all the belts and stuff. This is gonna be a whole lot of iron. So I think the first thing, especially for me, right, is going to be our... That's just not a lot of iron, is it? Good thing I got all this stone. I can make all the furnaces I need. Ah, the glories of building your first factory. Look at that. Perfect. Now, a healthy amount of inserters are going to be required too. And I know I need my splitters and underground belts. So I will bump logistics up and make that the next thing. And how much do I need for this? 20? Easy. It's just a whole bunch of iron. Iron, iron, iron. Iron is the lifeblood right at the start of the game. So as fast as possible, I am going to be just maxing out iron production. So it's going to be filling this whole area with mining drills and making sure that I always have a full belt of iron as fast as possible. You just need such a gargantuan amount of iron to begin with. It really is a daunting task here. But, like I said, and I'll keep reminding everyone, we will be taking this as slow as I absolutely need to, just to get us in and out of here. I don't need that pole at all. From here, we can get my red science going, red and green science for that matter. And I'll probably have a small personal factory of belts, gears, and chips. Chips is going to be another fun one I need to start with sooner than later. My glorious green chips. Now, I definitely modified this design a little bit, just because I think it's a little bit complex. More complex than it needs to be. But that's fine. Let's get this whole thing connected to the power network. Beautiful. And that's the only other one I need to do. And I think I want to get a couple miners starting to roll. Logistics should be, yep, it's about half done here. That's perfectly fine. Like I said, I don't have the steadiest hands for this, but it's fine. He's going to be going a whole lot of nowhere right now. It's okay. I can slap that there. Dun, 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 dun. Mana, mana, da, 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 da. Think I can just break these down at this point and just let these finish up. I should have all the iron I need now. Put down my last 4 furnaces. I do want to keep this going though. Just put another stack of coal into him. Alright, logistics 2 just about up and running. Or logistics 1 I should say. Right, gives me underground belts and splitters. May just need a smidge more iron. Alright, and then I'm gonna need a whole bunch of iron for the belts. I'm gonna need for the coal to come down. Perfect. I well aware that probably not doing this the most optimally I probably could, but whatever. I'm even just gonna mine some ore by hand. Put coal in those just to keep my copper going for a little bit. But very soon I'm gonna have as much stuff as I am working for. And I'll even just do a little bit of this. Just to increase my my iron production for the moment. Because that's all I care about right now is just how much iron can I get. One or two more crafts and I should be all good. Ah, literally. Just a couple crafts. Ah, let's go. Alright. Now all my iron can just be solely devoted to making more miners for both my coal and my iron production. I'll want to upgrade that as soon as I possibly can, but for right now, we are a go. It's always handy to have some more belts lying around.